Did you pull me out?
Uh-huh.
Because I'm about to go live.
Yep. You're out.
Can you see me?
I see. Yes, now I can.
I'm waving.
Well, yes, you are in 4 seconds delayed.
Oh, that's right. Several seconds delayed. Will you unmute it for a second so I can test that you can hear me? Hear me?
Yep.
Did you unmute it?
I did, and you said hear me. Because it was so.
Great. Hello, if anyone's there. We have time.
Too much.
Who's the second person?
How do you know?
I don't know. I don't think I do. And I think that's.
Are you still, can you still hear yourself?
I mean, I'm still being mic'd.
Well, now it's 1. It was 2.
Oh. I lost the one. I think that's the part about using YouTube that I don't love. Part of the reason why I liked using Zoom was you can see all of the participants, and it's less about me seeing the participants because I don't care. It's more about everyone else seeing the participants because it makes it a more like communal thing. And so I don't know. I struggle with the quote unquote energy not quite being what it was in the Zoom classes. I don't really know. What do you think?
I mean, I can totally see how that would be. Obviously, I know when we have meetings and nobody turns on their video, it's very, very hard to kind of get that
Right.
connection.
Right. It's the same thing. And so I think I might do Zoom. I don't know. Hello, anyone. It's Ian.
Oh, is that one Ian, not me? Is that one you?
I guess it might be not you.
It's you! Hi, Ian!
Wait, do you see him?
Well, no, I see The chat. He
Oh,
said it's me.
Oh, you see the chat. Hello, anyone that has joined. Got about 2 minutes, so, find your space. Maybe I will try the Zoom. I liked it for my UW classes. See, and then I could ask Ian how he's doing, and it would be easier for him to respond. Of course, with his old laptop, maybe not. Well, we've got just 1 more minute before anyone else might join us. Maybe someone will join late. I don't know. What did Ian say? He said, so good. Oh yeah, I forget that I'm on a delay, and so you're hearing me about 4 seconds later. Jenny is also there. So welcome to morning yoga, and I always have a lot of things that I want to talk about because these things come up and I always want to talk about them, and I had something I was going to talk about, and then a thing that happened this morning superseded that, which is always kind of fun when it just sparks that inspiration. I was getting Sarah's laptop, her Surface, to record this because it's got a better webcam and a better microphone, and my computer's just a piece of crap. And I opened it up, and it opened up her email, and she has this port tracker that tracks all of the ships that come in and out of the Sound and out of the Ballard Locks and everything. And on it said that the Wizard had arrived and departed. And I was like, oh baby, the Wizard arrived and departed. And in my head, of course, I have all of the context for that situation. I'm staring at her email. I have the port notification email. I'm clearly thinking about ships. And Sarah is still in bed, completely baffled at what I'm talking about, and is very confused what a pointy-hatted person that does magic has to do with Seattle and arriving and departing and all of these things. And it's these little moments that really wake me up to how important context is and how much of our day we go around thinking that other people share the context that we have for any situation, or just share that internal discussion that is constantly going on with all of us. And it can be very difficult when you're talking to someone and they don't necessarily share all of the context or background or knowledge that you have about something if you're trying to explain or talk to them. And so with all of that, it's just so important to verbalize whatever it is that we're thinking about or talking about or whatever context we have, to always be in that constant communication with the people in our lives, and in particular our partners, especially in these times where we're spending a lot more time potentially around our partners than we are used to. Just continuing to keep that open dialogue running can help manage any confusion that comes up along the way. So let's all put our pointy wizard hats on and grab our capes. And I really wish I'd grabbed my cape and done cape yoga today, but I don't. So I'll have it for Tuesday, and then I'll do cape yoga. So let's get started, wizards. Come to a seat that's comfortable for you. That can be kneeling like I am, or sitting cross-legged, whatever feels good for you. You can even start on your back if you want, and start to bring your focus to the breath. Let the eyes soften or close. We'll only be here for a minute or so, but just like if you were a wizard, it's important to bring that intention and awareness to what it is that we're doing. bring that intentionality and focus into the breath. With each inhale, feel the breath go all the way down through the lungs and into the belly. And with each exhale, empty out completely. Let the shoulders relax, soften the jaw, sink a little deeper into your seat. Take 3 rounds of breath here together. And on the exhale, make it as loud and ridiculous and silly as possible. You're in your own homes. No one else can see you but you and potentially whoever else you're doing yoga with. Ian, Jenny will see you and vice versa, but that's fine. So inhale, take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, HA out the mouth. Stick your tongue out. Inhale, deep breath in. And exhale out the mouth. One more time, deep breath in through the nose. Lion's breath out the mouth. Come back to your normal breath. Notice if you feel a little bit looser or lighter, or maybe not. Let the eyes start to open if they're closed. Inhale, sweep the arms out, lift the hands up, bring the hands and the gaze up high. And exhale, bring the hands back down beside the hips, press into the floor with the palms or fingertips. Inhale, lift the chest, squeeze the shoulders together, tilt the head back, raise the chin. Exhale, round forward, tuck the chin, peel the shoulders apart, pull the stomach in tight. Inhale, raise the chest, lift the heart, lift the gaze, squeeze the shoulders. Exhale, round forward, pull the shoulders away from each other, tuck the chin. Inhale, raise the chest one more time. Really squeeze the shoulders down and back. Raise the chin. And exhale, hunch forward. Squeeze the stomach in tight. Press down into the ground with the palms or fingertips. Inhale, back into a neutral position. Sweep the arms out. Lift the hands up high. And exhale, bring the left hand down. Reach overhead with the right. Bend into the left elbow. Inhale, sweep the arms back up. And exhale, right hand down, lean over the right side. Inhale, bring the hands up high. And exhale over to the left, bend into the left elbow. Inhale, arms back up. And exhale over to the right, reach through the left fingers, through the left pinky. Inhale, lift the arms up. One more round. Exhale over to the left. And inhale, rise, raise the hands, raise the gaze. And exhale, last time over to the right. Reach through the left arm. Inhale, bring both arms back up. And exhale, bring the hands down to the mat or floor in front of you. Shift forward onto the hands and knees. Bring the knees underneath the hips and the palms underneath the shoulders. Spread the fingertips open wide and take a moment here to start to sway the head from left to right or take full circles with the whole head. Start to wake up the spine gently. And as always in these early movements, notice where the weight goes in your hands and in your knees. This helps to determine how we carry ourselves in these poses, and having this knowledge allows us to manipulate it as we move through the postures. If you're swaying or rotating in one direction, start to move in the other. And then come back to stillness in the center. Before we move away from tabletop, let's do some little scapula push-ups from table. I like these because they start to wake up the shoulders and wake up the shoulder blades. So with the arms long and the elbows unbent, inhale and start to squeeze the shoulder blades in towards each other. Lower the chest slightly, but keep the elbows straight. And exhale, press the ground away, lift the chest away from the floor, pull the shoulders apart. Try to keep this movement completely through the upper back and through the shoulders. It might only be an inch or two. So inhale, lower the chest slightly, squeeze the shoulders in. Exhale, press the chest away from the ground, pull the shoulders apart. Inhale to lower the chest, squeeze the shoulders together. And exhale, press the floor away, lift the chest. We'll go through 3 more. Inhale to lower, squeeze the shoulders in. And exhale, press the floor away, really press down into the palms. Inhale, lower the chest, squeeze the shoulders. And exhale to lift. 1 more time. Inhale, drop the chest slightly, squeeze the shoulders in. And exhale, press the ground away, raise the chest, pull the shoulders apart. Inhale, come back to a neutral spine in tabletop. And exhale, push the hips back towards the heels, reach the hands long in front for child's pose. Inhale, shift the hips up, walk the hands in front about 2 hands width. And exhale, lower down onto the front of the thighs and down onto the chest. Inhale, bring the elbows underneath the shoulders, raise the chest, press down into the ground with the palms. Lift the crown of the head high for Sphinx. And exhale to stay. Take 2 more rounds of breath here. And continue to engage through the shoulder blades by pulling them down and back around the ribs a little bit. On your next inhale, walk the hands back underneath the shoulders, lower down to the chest. And exhale, push up onto the knees, push the hips back low, child's pose. Inhale, lift the hips up, walk the hands forward. Exhale, lower down to the elbows and down to the hips. Inhale, hands underneath the shoulders this time. Squeeze the elbows in, raise the chest, press down with the feet for cobra. And exhale, push back onto the knees, push the hips back low for child's pose. 1 more yogic worm. Inhale, lift the hips up. Exhale, walk the hands forward, lower down to the belly and down to the forearms. Inhale, hands underneath the elbows or underneath the shoulders, raise the chest, lift the crown up, and exhale, push the hips back low, child's pose. Take 3 rounds of breath here. And if you've been working from home a lot and haven't showered at all, this is a good opportunity for you to smell yourself and decide if that's something that you like or not. You know, some of us enjoy our smell after a couple days of not showering, and that's totally fine for all you people out there. On your next inhale, lift the hips up over the knees. And exhale, tuck the toes, raise the knees, press down through the palms, lift the hips up and back for our first down dog. Take a moment here to pedal out the feet to start to wake up the hamstrings. And really squeeze the arms in towards the side of the ribs. Rotate the elbows so that the eyes point towards the front of the room and engage through the scapula. Use the scapula to pull the shoulders down the back, to engage through the serratus anterior and really form a solid upper half for down dog. Take 1 round of breath here. And on your inhale, raise your right leg up. And exhale, step it in front of the left, just a foot. Inhale the left leg up, and exhale, step it in front of the right. Continue to inhale and raise the leg and walk forward until you come between your hands. Take as many steps as slow or as fast as you'd like. And once between your hands at the front of the mat, take a moment to just hang out, heel toe the feet together to touch. Let the head and the hands and the torso hang heavy. Sway from left to right, or grab opposite elbows for ragdoll pose. I've been told that I need a microphone on me, so I'm looking into finding a Madonna mic. For now, I'm just talking louder. Then come back to stillness in the center. Inhale, bring your palms against the shins and slowly start to roll the spine up, vertebra by vertebra. Squeeze the thighs towards each other, slight bend in the knees, lift up past the thighs, engage the core, pull the stomach in as you raise the chest up, shrug the shoulders up towards your ears, and then squeeze the shoulder blades together and down your back. Come to stand with the palms facing forward in mountain. Inhale, sweep the arms out, lift the hands up, bring the gaze high, and exhale, bend the elbows, raise the chest, lift the crown up, and squeeze the shoulders in for a baby back bend. Inhale, lift the arms up, bring the gaze high, and exhale, bend the elbows and squeeze the shoulders together. Inhale, lift the hands up. And exhale one more time, bend the elbows, squeeze the shoulders, really raise through the front of the chest, through the sternum. And inhale, lift the hands up high. This time as you exhale, shift the weight back into the heels, bend the knees and lower down into chair pose. Take a moment to bring the gaze down towards your feet. And if you can't see your toes, shift a little bit more weight back into the heels. Continue to really reach up through the fingers and through the arms and press down through the heels. Form one long line of energy all the way down from the ground and up through the fingers. Pretend like you're firing wizard eldritch blasts. Been doing some D&D research. Take one more round of breath here. And inhale, keep the knees bent, reach the hands up a little higher. And exhale, fold forward at the waist, over the knees, bring the palms down to touch in front. Inhale, lift halfway, palms on thighs or shins, squeeze the shoulders together. And exhale, plant both palms, step the left foot back. Inhale, raise the chest about 2 inches, start to paintbrush your hands back and forth against the ground. Really find some stability here. Press back into the ball of the left foot to help find it. Or you can widen the stance a little bit. On your next inhale, press back into the left toes, raise the chest, reach your arms up high, bring the gaze between them. And exhale, sweep the hands back, lean the chest forward, reach the fingers towards the wall behind you. Inhale, raise the chest, lift the arms up, bring the gaze high. And exhale, swing the arms back, lean the chest forward, fly through the air. Inhale, lift the hands up. And exhale, swing the arms back, chest forward, lean as far as you feel comfortable. Inhale, raise the arms up high, crescent lunge. And exhale, pivot the left heel down, bend into the right knee. Open your arms to the front and back of the room and gaze over the right fingertips. Warrior 2. Really press down firmly into the knife edge of the left heel. Inhale, reach the right hand forward, flip the palm up, sweep it over and back, left hand, left thigh, right arm high, reverse warrior. And exhale, right elbow, right thigh, left arm up, side angle. You can stay here or drop the right hand down to a block or all the way down to the mat. And with the left hand, you can reach it up towards the ceiling, reach it overhead, Reach both hands towards the front, or take a half bind and sweep the left hand around the left hip and towards the right, and continue to peel the left shoulder up towards the wall behind you. We'll be here for 3 rounds of breath, and I like to give all this optionality, especially because in these times, listening to our own body is the most important thing we can do. Maybe one day is a Dvihasta day, and you really want to feel that power through the core. And maybe another day is more of a slower, calmer, hold the pose longer day, in which case you can hang out here. There is no right or wrong way to practice. There's just as many different ways to practice as there are bodies. Take one more round of breath here. And inhale, if you're in a bind, reach the left hand back up. And exhale, sweep the left hand back, right arm high. Stay bent in the right knee, reverse warrior. Inhale, straighten through the right leg, heel toe the left foot in. Exhale, bring the right hand down to the inside of the right leg, left arm high for triangle. Add a slight micro bend into the right knee to help protect it. And really squeeze the legs towards each other. Press down into the ground with both feet and pull the thighs in towards each other like a pair of scissors. And at the same time, reach up towards the ceiling with the left hand. Engage through the left side body to keep from dumping into the right hip. Really grow as tight and as long as possible. Take 3 more rounds of breath here. On your next inhale, bend into the right knee, bring both hands down to frame the right foot, pivot onto the ball of the left. And exhale, push the right foot back and up, 3-leg dog. Inhale, lower the right foot to meet the left, slide forward. And exhale, squeeze the elbows in towards the ribs, lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, untuck the toes, press down with the palms and tops of the feet, raise the chest, cobra. And exhale, tuck the toes, raise the hips, push the hips up and back to down dog, or lower down into child's pose. Take 3 rounds of breath here. And come back to that thought of context. At so many points in our life, do we react without having appropriate context? And this is perfectly normal. Our mind is there to create these stories instantly. It's what has helped us through history evade the tigers or the woolly mammoths or whatever it might have been, and allows us to react to that. But we now live in a world where we're constantly under stimulus. And so learning how to navigate those new waters of constant stimulus is part of our job. And context and constant communication are one of the ways in which we can achieve that kind of presentness. If you're in child's pose, start to make your way up to down dog. From down dog, inhale, bend both knees, gaze towards the front, and exhale, walk or step or jump between your hands. Inhale, heel toe the feet together to touch, lift halfway, palms on thighs or shins. And exhale, plant both palms back down. Inhale, slight bend in the knees, sweep the arms out, lift all the way up, reach the hands high, Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, weight back into the heels, bend the knees, lower the hips for chair or fierce pose. Take a moment to check the toes, squeeze the thighs in, engage the core, tuck the tailbone slightly. Stay for 3 breaths. Inhale, still with the knees bent, reach the hands up a little higher. Exhale, fold forward at the waist, palms down in front of the feet. Inhale, halfway lift, palms on thighs or shins, slight bend in the knees. And exhale, plant both palms down, step the right foot back. Inhale, raise the chest about 2 inches. Start to paint the hands back and forth. Find that stability on this side. Really press back and engage through the ball of the right foot and through the toes. And on your next inhale, press back firmly, raise the chest, reach the hands up high, crescent lunge. And exhale, sweep the arms back, lean the chest forward. Inhale to rise. And exhale, swing the arms back, lean the chest forward, really engage through the right leg. Inhale to lift, crescent. And exhale one more time, fly through the air, lean forward, reach the hands back. Inhale to rise, raise the chest. And exhale, pivot the right foot down, bend into the left knee. Open the arms to the front and back of the room. Warrior 2 on this side. Really press back into the knife edge of the right heel. Reach the fingers towards the front and back of the room. Bring the gaze over the left. Inhale, reach the left hand forward. Flip the palm up. Sweep it over and back. Right hand, right thigh, left arm high. And exhale, left elbow, left thigh, right arm up, side angle. And here we'll stay for a few rounds of breath with all the same options from the first time. To stay here, to reach the hand back along the body or overhead, or both arms over, or to take a half bind. Or if you're feeling saucy, you can always take a full bind to bring the left arm underneath the left and clasp the hands behind the back. The only thing about the full bind is to continue to really peel the right shoulder open. We want to keep our chest open and side angle. Take 2 more rounds of breath here. If you're in a bind, inhale, reach the right hand up. And exhale, bring the right hand back, left arm high, stay bent in the left knee, reverse warrior. Inhale, straighten the left leg, heel toe the right foot in. You're like a prince right now. Yeah. And exhale, bring the left hand down to the inside of the left leg, right arm high for triangle. And continue to engage through the legs. Really ground down through the heels. Feel the energy come up through the hips. And use that energy to lift the right side a little bit higher. See how much more you can engage through it by pressing down into the right heel. And really reach towards the ground with the left hand. Stay here for 2 more breaths. On your next inhale, bend into the left knee, bring the hands down to frame the left foot, pivot onto the ball of the right. And exhale, left leg up high, 3-leg dog. Inhale, left foot down to meet the right, slide forward to a plank. And exhale, squeeze the elbows in, lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, untuck the toes, press down with the palms, raise the chest, cobra. And exhale, tuck the toes, raise the knees, hips up and back to down dog, or knees down and hips low for child's pose. Take 3 rounds of breath here. On your next inhale, lift the hips up over the knees. Walk your hands back towards the hips. Sweep your legs around into the front. And before lowering down, because time moves quickly sometimes, Inhale to lift the legs up, raise the arms, squeeze the thighs in towards each other. And this will be harder the lower the legs are, and a little easier the higher the legs are. Slowly start to lower back. Squeeze through the core, pull the stomach in tight. Come down as slow as possible. Then eventually lower the legs, bring the shoulders down, sink all the way down into the mat. And come down to rest in Shavasana with the legs long and the arms along the side. Take a moment for any final preparations or poses that you'd like to throw in. And before completely settling into Shavasana, take one long, deep breath in through the nose. And exhale to let it out. Release your focus on the breath. Let go of any tension in the body. Let your fingers and toes and arms and legs grow heavy. Notice if there's any places where you still hold tenseness or tightness, whether that's in the jaw or the hips or even the feet. See if you can let them relax a little bit more. Breathe a little bit of breath into them. slowly start to bring your awareness back to the breath. Add some movement into your fingers and toes, arms and legs. Start to rock the hips and slowly make your way over onto whichever side is your favorite. Let the eyes stay soft or downcast or closed for another few moments. Gently push your way up into a seat. And if it feels right to you, bring your hands together, palms touching at heart center, and bow your head to seal our practice. Thanks, y'all, for showing up this morning. I'm glad that the fire alarm testing didn't start while we practiced. I hope that we can all go through the rest of our day and the rest of our week with an eye towards that knowledge that other people don't necessarily always have the context that we have in our heads, in our thoughts, and to allow ourselves and others a little bit of compassion in that. Namaste. Alright, wizards, go throughout the rest of your day. Don't forget to take your wizard hats off. Or you can leave them on, because none of us are leaving our homes anyway. Have a great rest of your day, and Ian, I'll see you later for Dungeons and Dragons goodness. Bye!